Hello everybody, welcome back to SSBCrack exams. I'm Anuradha, and in this session I have brought a very interesting news for all of you, and that is the UPSC has published the final marks of the recommended candidates for the Series 1 2021. So in this session we will see the names of those recommended candidates of Series 1 2021, and we will also look into the topper marks of Series 1 2021 who have been selected for IMA, INA, AFA and OTA. So the UPSC has published the marks only of those candidates who have been recommended for Series 1 2021 SSB interview, and in this session also we will see the marks for the Series 1 2021 toppers for IMA, INA, AFA and OTA. So first we will look into the courses. Okay, so we are going to see the Series 1 2021 courses. So the names of the recommended candidates are for the 152nd course IMA, which is going to start in January 2022, for INA, which is going to start in January 2022, 211 FP PFTC AFA, which is going to commence from January 2022, and also these candidates who are recommended will also go for the 115th SSC course Men NT, which is going to start from April 2022, and 29th SSC Women NT course also, which is going to start from April 2022. So those of the candidates who are going to join these courses, their names have already been published by the UPSC. They have not only qualified the Series 1 2021 written exam but also their SSB interviews. So we will very fast look into the maximum marks out of which their scores have been calculated for Series 1 2021. So for IMA, the maximum marks for Series was 300, and for SSB, the maximum marks was 300, the total marks was 600. For INA also, the Series maximum marks was 300, and in SSB, the maximum marks was 300, so the total marks was 600 for INA. For AFA 2, the Series maximum marks was 300, and for SSB, the maximum marks was 300. So in total, their scores have been calculated out of 600. For OTA men and OTA women, their Series maximum marks was 200. Also for SSB, their maximum marks was 200, and so only for OTA aspirants, their marks was calculated out of total 400. Now we will look into one by one according to the academy. So we will start with the Indian Military Academy or IM, and we will look into the Series 1 2021 toppers marks. So you can see the AIR 1 was scored by Padkan Apurv Gajanan, whose written marks was 199 out of 300. In SSB, he scored 138 out of 300. So his total score was 337 out of 600. Our AIR 2 was Anuj Singh Kushwa. His written marks was 187 out of 300. In SSB, he got 132 out of 300, and his total marks was 319 out of 600. For AIR 3, Malay Oja, his written marks was 183 out of 300. His SSB marks was 136 out of 300, and he total scored 319 out of 600. Moving on to the toppers for the Indian Naval Academy or INA, the AIR 1 ranking was Padkan Apurv Gajanan, and he scored 199 out of 300 in written, 138 out of 300 in SSB, and he totally scored 337 out of 600. For AIR 2, Malay Oja, the written marks for him was 183 out of 300. In SSB, he scored 136 out of 300, and in total his marks was 319 out of 600. The AIR 3 was Shubhankar Gaikwad, and he scored 187 out of 300 in written, 127 out of 300 in SSB, and his total score was 314 out of 600. Moving on to the Air Force Academy or AFA, the AIR 1 ranking for Series 1 2021 exam was by Padkan Apurv Gajanan, and his written marks was 199 out of 300. SSB, he scored 138 out of 300. His total score was 337 out of 600. AIR 2 rank was Shubhankar Gaikwad, and he scored 187 out of 300 in written, 127 out of 300 in SSB, and 314 out of 600 was his total score. Our AIR 3 rank was by Shinde Aniket Rajendra. He scored 168 out of 300 in written, 144 out of 300 in SSB, and his total score was 312 out of 600. We will now move on to OTA men toppers, and AIR 1 rank was scored by Anuj Singh Kushwaha, who scored 136 out of 200 in CDS 1 2021 exam and scored 88 out of 200 in his SSB. So his total marks was 224 out of 400. And AIR 2 was scored by Pankaj Singh Bharti, and he scored 125 out of 200 in written, 94 out of 200 in SSB, and he totally got 219 out of 400. AIR 3 rank was made by Daksh Mamgen, and in written he scored 121 out of 200. In SSB his score was 98 out of 200, and so out of 400 he scored 219 in total. Now we will move on to our last segment of toppers, which are for OTA women, and the AIR 1 rank was made by Sharika Sharma, who scored 143 out of 200 in Serious OTA 1 2021 and 96 out of 200 in SSB. So her total score was 239 out of 400. Our AIR 2 rank was made by Nimrat Preet Kaur, who scored 132 out of 200 in written, 97 out of 200 in SSB, and in total she made 229 out of 400. Our AIR 3 rank was made by Tanveer Kaur, who scored 130 out of 200 in written, 95 out of 200 in SSB, and so her total score was out of 400, 225. So I hope this is quite interesting to you to note that how the people are getting AIR ranks and they are within 3 AIR 3 ranks, and not only that, they are also scoring the marks in their written, in their SSB, and also their total. So you guys have made an idea about what amount of marks can make you being, can help you for being recommended in not only written but also in SSB and also joining the forces. So try to gain these marks in your upcoming Serious 2 2022 examinations as well, especially also for those of you who have already taken your Serious 1 2022 exam and going for Serious 1 2022 SSB. So for them, please make sure that you're also scoring these amount of marks that the AIR rankers have already scored. So those of you who are preparing for Serious 2 2022 exam, we have the course for you, which is Serious Exam Online Course 2022. So you can make your preparation in a much more better and efficient way by getting yourself enrolled into this course, and for that you need to download our SSBCrack Exams app from the Google Play Store. Inside this course, you will find all the subjects of the Serious exam being covered in full-fledged lectures, PDF study materials which you can download and refer later. Obviously, when you are studying or revising, there are quizzes for you to solve, there are sample practice Q&A, there are solved previous year's Q&A, there are practice sets also. So make sure that you are getting yourself enrolled into this course and starting your preparation for your upcoming Serious 2 2022 examination from today. For those of you who have taken their Serious 1 2022 examination and are waiting to go for the SSB interview, can also start your preparation from today by taking our SSB interview online course, which is the best online course in the entire market. For that, you have to get yourself enrolled into this course and download the SSBCrack Exams app from the Google Play Store right now. In this course, you will find all the testing procedures of SSB being covered in video lectures and PDF study materials. Practice sets are also given to you so that you can practice this test yourselves. Not only that, we have our regular SSB interview live classes which take place on a daily basis and in monthly batches, where you can join and be a part of a live interactive classes and interact with our top-notch recommended tutors directly. They will also help you to practice all these tests and solve all your doubts and queries regarding it. Okay, so now we are going to move on to the very informative part about Serious exam. For those of you who want to take this exam but doesn't know about it, I'm going to tell you in detail about our upcoming Serious 2 2022 examination so that you can also start preparing for this exam and be eligible for it. So Serious exam is basically Combined Defense Services examination. It is a national level examination which is conducted by the Union Public Service Commission every year twice. And this exam is to recruit the candidates for the Indian Military Academy, that is IMA, Officers Training Academy, that is OTA, Indian Naval Academy, that is INA, and Indian Air Force Academy, which is AFA. The exam is held twice in a year through pen and paper or offline mode. Now please check your eligibility criteria also. So if you are eligible for this particular exam, you can also start applying once the official application for this exam is out. So in order to be eligible for Indian Military Academy or IMA, your age should be between 19 to 24 years and you should have a graduation degree in any discipline. However, for Indian Naval Academy, your age should be between 19 to 24 years and you should have a BE or a BTech degree. Indian Air Force Academy will take candidates between the age of 20 and 24 years and you should have a graduation or a BE BTech degree, but make sure that in your 10+2 you had physics and mathematics as your subjects. For OTA men and OTA women, your age should be between 19 to 25 years and you should have a graduation degree in any discipline. Also, there's a little bit of criteria for the male candidates. All the male candidates are eligible to apply for IMA, INA, AFA and OTA men. However, only women candidates are eligible to apply for OTA women. Now we will move into the selection procedure. Now, how will you be selected for your CDS 2 2022? So those of you who are going to take this exam have to go for the written test, which is the CDS 2 2022 exam itself. After you are qualified, you will be called for your SSB interview where you have to get recommendation. Once you have been recommended in SSB, you will be called for medical examination and you should be declared fit then. Once you are declared medically fit, then you have to wait for the merit list where you have to see if your name is there in the merit list, then you will be giving the joining letter to join the forces. Now, how to prepare for the examination, the written exam for CDS 2 2022 exam itself. Now, this is very important. Please make sure that you note these things down. Now, if you are eligible for IMA, INA and AFA, you have to sit for 3 papers, which will consist of English, General Knowledge and Elementary Mathematics. The duration of each of these papers is 2 hours. For English and General Knowledge, you will get 120 questions each. But for elementary mathematics, you will get 100 questions each. And the marks for each of these 3 papers will be 100 each. So you have to take the 3 papers and you have to solve nearly 340 questions for 300 marks. For OTA aspirants, so if you're only eligible for OTA, you have to sit for only 2 papers, which is English and General Knowledge. Both of these papers will be of 2 hours duration and it will consist of 120 questions and 100 marks in each of the papers. So for OTA aspirants, it will be 2 papers where you have to answer 240 questions of 200 marks. So this is the only difference between those eligible for IMN, INA, AFA and OTA. Now we will move on to the marking scheme for the CDS 2 2022 exam. So as I've already mentioned, in English you'll get 120 questions, in General Knowledge you'll get 120, but for elementary maths you'll get 100. So in total 340 questions will be answered by the IMA, INA and AFA aspirants, but for OTA it will only be 240 questions. Okay. Similarly, all the 3 papers will consist 100 marks each in total. So CDS aspirants, that is IMA, INA, AFA aspirants, will have to take the test, which should be of 300 marks total, whereas for OT aspirants it will be only 200 marks. Now make sure you are noting down the positive and the negative marking. So for English and General Knowledge papers, for every correct answer you will score 0.83 marks. There is a negative marking and every incorrect answer will make you to lose 0.27 marks. But for elementary mathematics paper, the scoring is a bit different. In that paper, for every correct answer, you will score 1 mark and you will lose 0.33 marks if you are answering any question incorrectly. Similarly, there are some exam vacancies also which are tentative. So make sure that you are checking the confirmed and the absolutely the correct vacancies once the notification for CDS 2 2022 exam is out. We will also update you with the exact number of vacancies, but for now it is a tentative number of vacancies which will be open for by CDS 2 2022 exam. For IMA Dehradun, there will be 100 vacancies. For INA Azimala, 22 vacancies. For AFA Hyderabad, 32 vacancies. For OTA Chennai men, 170 vacancies. And for OTA Chennai women, 17 vacancies. So by CDS 2 2022 exam, 341 vacancies will be open. Again, this is a tentative vacancy number. We will confirm the exact number of vacancies once the official notification for the CDS 2 2022 exam is out. And now, last but not the least thing to consider is the important dates. If you are eligible for CDS 2 2022 exam, make sure that you are noting down these dates and making yourself prepared once the official notification is out, which will be out on 18th of May 2022. So make sure that you are looking forward on 18th May 2022 to this particular official notification for CDS 2 2022 exam, because also from the same day itself the online submission of this application for this exam will start. Okay, so this will all be also the day when the online application process will start. The online application process for CDS 2 2022 exam will end, that is its last date will be on 14th June 2022. The admit card for this exam will be released 2 weeks before the exam date, and the exam date has already been declared by the UPSC. So the CDS 2 2022 exam will take place on 4th of September 2022, which is a Sunday. The results will be declared for this examination after 1 month, that is by October 2022. So make sure that you're noting these important dates down if you're eligible for CDS 2 2022 exam. Also, I would suggest those of you who have given their CDS 1 2022 exam and waiting for SSB interview, start your SSB interview preparation from today. We have already launched a 1-year full access SSB online course 2022 as for those of you who are going to take your SSB interviews, because this is a very, very important course, and you will also get a 1-year full subscription where you will be practicing lots and lots of testing procedures of SSB interview in that whole year, and also you will be with us with a top-notch recommended tutors and also joining the online classes which take place regularly. Also, if you are preparing for any other defense exams, you can check out the range of courses that we have provided for all defense examinations inside our app. So make sure you're downloading our app, obviously, checking out all the courses and getting yourself enrolled into the course that you wish to. Also, those of you who want to take the CDS examination in future can get yourself enrolled to CDS Exam Online Course 2022 or CDS OTA Exam Online Course 2022. This is a special course made for the CDS OTA aspirants as well. And last but not the least is to consider the code Warrior10. This is a very important code. Make sure using it to get an extra 10% off on any courses. So that was it from my side. I hope that this session has been quite informative and helpful for you. For those of you who are practicing and preparing for your upcoming CDS exam, can also see that what are the marks that have been scored by the toppers, not only in the written exam but also in SSB. So make sure that you are also aiming for that marks or higher in your preparation. So prepare well, get yourself enrolled into our range of courses that we have for you, and we will be always there for you to help you. So I will see you next with something more interesting and helpful for your upcoming defense exams as well as for SSB interview. Till then, stay tuned with SSBCrack exams and always stay positive and motivated. Jai Hind.